Merhaba arkadaşlar, hoş geldiniz. Kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. En son bu artifact'i bir adamdan alacaktık. Onun için bir pazarda oturacaktık. Onun için ortamı hazırladık. Gittik. Aslan işte bir oda tuttuk. Güvenliği kendimiz yanımıza çektik. Kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Bir de ben birkaç mod daha ekledim. Onları da size göstereyim. Burada tabii hepsi gözükmüyor ama çoğu gözüküyor zaten burada. Bu hepsi kim modları? Bulutları yapan güzel modlar. Bu STARBORN yeni güçler geldi ya geçen bölümde bize. Onlarla ilgili birkaç mod yükledim. Bu NPC'lerin yüzlerini daha HD'ye yani yapan mod yükledik. Nexus'tan yükledim bu arada bunlara. Bakalım patlayacak mı patlamayacak mı göreceğiz. Bir bölümde bir mod atıyorum üstüne. İşler patlamaz. Böyle bir skill ağacımız geldi. STARBORN skill ağacı. Modla birlikte. Bunun Türkçe çevirisi yoktu. Ya Türkçe çeviriden çok sıkıntı yaşıyoruz bu oyunda. Yani bir türlü o Türkçe çeviriyi, %100 Türkçe çeviri bulamadım. Hiçbir yerde bulamadım. Bakalım ne yapacağız, ne edeceğiz. Gemide kimler var? Tamamdır. Andrea yanımızda. Gemimiz bu. Mod da geliyor. Expansion moduyla geliyor bu gemi. Haberiniz olsun. Bu gemi de Gauntlet'te şey geliyor. Iconic Ship moduyla geliyor. Yolumuz açık olsun. Gazamız mübarek olsun diyelim. Hadi bakalım.
Is everything ready? Good. Let's be on our way then. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board meeting?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation, just in case. Good luck, all of you.
Hadi gidelim. Biraz ana gövden gidelim diyorum. Biraz ana göv yapalım. Elimize çok yormayalım. Bir saniye. Telefon nerede benim ya?
Let us stick to business here, and hopefully business has nothing to do with Aurora.
Bana diyor uyuşturucu alma diyor sakın yani.
All right, we're here. Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security briefcase with them. Larger than normal. Big enough to hold the artifact. We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the buyer is Ramsey and Travers. Are they? It's not like people who trade in stolen goods are eager to share personally identifying information.
Code phrases? Under different circumstances, Walter, I think you might have made an adequate smuggler.
Remember, Ramsey and Travers. We'll meet back near the elevator.
Bakalım bulalım bakalım.
Hell yeah! This is awesome!
What's up? Take it easy.
You good?
Ha oldu.
This place is insane!
Benim oğlum lan. Neymiş bu? İşte buldum.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy drinking? Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy VIP lounges? Speaking of which, I gotta get going myself. Excuse me.
I just saw our seller walk by. Good job. That's not surprising. This is a deal over stolen property, after all. Anything could go wrong. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rules. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk out. That's normal, too. Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund Discretionary Fund is just a chip to you and me. Our goal is to get him to accept that chip in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our hands, and we're not dead. How does that sound? That's why you're here. Hopefully our combined countenance will be enough. Just do me a favor and treat it.
Tam dostum erken ha. Hayders. Kal. Ben bakta kaldık ha.
Don't go causing trouble.
So you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official photos. Embarrassing, really.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting, making me nervous. So polite. Almost makes me forget what planet I'm on.
Am I to assume that briefcase has our item of interest?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at that.
One of a kind. And I know you want it.
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed. I want double.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Why don't they chip in? What the? Security!
As you can see, we're in control. Take advantage of our generosity. Take the money.
All right. Okay. It's all yours. I'll never see any of you people ever again.
We have it. This couldn't have gone better. Well done. Some high-pressure tactics, but we got what we were after. Time to go home. Shall we?
Hayda. Nasıl kaçıyor? Nasıl kaçıyor? Ay, ay.
Stop right there.
Hayda.
You're in possession of Slayton Aerospace property.
Ah. Slayton must have been the original owner. We don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon. Am I right?
Hand over Mr. Slayton's property. Now. It's my employer's property. That's all I need to know. You gonna make me shoot you? I'm listening. Nobody wants that. Maybe we can work something out. I hear you. Huh. All right. But Nicholas Slayton isn't a man you want after you. Good luck with that.
Sending our men into the Astral Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We'd better get off the planet quickly.
Direkt ayettik işimize. Bunu.
Can't I even get a moment
Oh.
of peace? What is it? Not that it's any of your business, but yes. I'm the administrator of Neon. Actually, there are a lot of perks that come with the job. But do you want to know my... One snap of my finger and people who ask too many questions get through... I wouldn't normally bother with idle chatter. I don't own Neon. Neon... Now, if you care... Next time...
Evet bir görevimiz var sende belli ama güzel bakalım. Artefaktimizi aldık. Onu çıkmadı. Arkada da ikna ettik para vermeden. Güzel oldu. Oy. Güvenliği atısım vardı ama demin bir ikna etmeyi deneyelim ya.
Ace. Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He's greased a few palms. Your ship's been impounded at the spaceport.
There goes our way out. The CEO of Slayton Aerospace. They're a systems manufacturer. Engines, thrusters. The same way everything works on Neon. Agreed. Have a talk with the man himself.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly, he must be there or close by.
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if we can make an appointment.
Yani iyice karışıyor. Ya malın gerçek sahibi malını istiyor. Böylesi durum var yani. Bakalım.
Your abilities are... No, I
Ne oluyor?
want to discuss.
Allah kahretsin yanlışlıkla şey bastım ya dur. Yanlışlıkla Z'ye bastım var ya. Aa kırmızı ne? Niye kırmızı ne lan?
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. Can I help you? I'm afraid Mr. Slayton is a very busy man. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Maybe I can see if he has just a moment. Maybe I could squeeze you in. Let me see. I hear you. Oh, I think we can make an exception in your case. Mr. Slayton will see you. Just use the elevator.
you have a question, you can chat with the receptionist all you want.
Wait. This clearly isn't your executive level. He's on to us.
Walter, taking what's mine, then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Hello, Walter, dear, are you there?
Issa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to get off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right. We've got her out. Once the door's open, just follow her instructions, okay? For the moment, Slayton will be scrambling his own security teams once he gets wind that we're no longer at his mercy. I'm aware of the irony.
Doors will open in 3, 2, 1. Slayton's guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cupboard just to the right of the elevator you came in on. That's the elevator you came in on. Jump right across the top of it and keep going to the end. Drop down and follow the conduit all the way to the end, past the fork. There's a vent above you. Just climb up.
Oğlum buradan geldik biz. Yok buradan gelmedik.
The room below you is clear. Drop down. So, one of the doors leads you right into the open. I'm unlocking a safe route. Opening the door on your right. Go now. Head left, but don't go through the door at the end yet. There's a robot stalking the hole. Wait. It's walking down the hole. Go now, straight across to the door. Keep going, all the way to the end. Wait, there's people in the room up ahead. Closing the shutters. Another robot up ahead. Wait for it to pass, then head straight across to the maintenance door next to the security gate. Go. Let me just get that for you. You know the routine. Up the vent. It's a short one, I promise. Almost there. Door on the right. There's the door. It should take you outside.
Outside? You expect us to climb up the trade tower?
There's a series of catwalks that lead directly up one floor to the executive level.
Well, I guess.
Are you quite sure you don't want to hold on to that?
Çatışmadan çıktık. İyi bari.
You have made a
Yeah.
grave mistake.
Ha nasıl ölmüyorsun sen? Hatırlamadım. Oy güzel şeye göre gidiyor ya.
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. I lock it down. Where else can you match wits for the highest stakes but here? Aren't you? In the back of your mind, through the tunnel vision of a dread. You have what's mine. I, indirectly, have what's yours. We are at a stalemate. Although I do count a few more guns on my side. You do make a bold point, but that doesn't resolve our current dilemma.
Perhaps I can help. We're both people of business, Nicholas. In the same industry, no less.
Yes, I'm beginning to see the opportunity. There is, however, one final detail.
Bu geçelim ya.
Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our serendipitous meeting, was caught prior to your arrival. I think it would cement our new partnership if you were to decide on his sentence yourselves. If that is your decision, you need only tell him yourself, and then we will handle the rest.
Assuming there is no information we are lacking, that seems reasonable.
My security brought Musgrove to my office. I'm sure seeing you again will be a fine conclusion to your previous business.
We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us, but that shouldn't matter.
Oh no. You. Slayton really does have a sick sense of humor. "10 years working in aerospace engineering, and they laid me off. You damn right I stole that thing. They tell you if you have talent and commitment, you can go far. But the truth is, it's all about who steals the most and gets away with it. Please, I was just trying to sell a product, okay? Isn't that why we're all here?"
Be lenient. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all, even if we have found ourselves working with the man he stole from.
Justice for some, huh? Fine. Rather be caged than dead.
It seems you will have plenty of time to evaluate that sentiment while you are in jail.
I will make the arrangements for Neon Security to take him into custody. You're free to leave.
Time to
Can we
go.
speak for a moment?
Let's talk more back at the ship.
This was a good meeting. Very productive.
I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation.
Yok kızım.
Are
Bunlar
you
bu
enjoying
atılacak yer mi
working
burası
with them?
ya?
I think none of us were expecting what we have found. Well, perhaps Mateo. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation? I cannot tell if that is a compliment or an attempt to avoid the question. I will assume the former. I have a very different background from the rest of Constellation. I carry myself differently. I worry that some of the others are unable to see past this. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death. Why should I be? It was necessary for survival. I would not be here otherwise. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite. No, but it seems to make things much, much easier. I envy that. I know this seems trivial, perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense? And yet here we are, working together. And that has, I think, gone very well. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. You were unsure about it, and I can understand that. I am glad that you It would have been, to some. Thank you for talking this over with me.
Bir de keder.
going? Mr. Slayton is done with you.
Oğlum size tek atarım lan. Beni kızdırmayın.
Yeah. You ever hear that one about the world? Just one quiet day. Too much to ask for.
Off immediately,
Deal
or
with
are
the
there
man
other
who
matters
wanted
that
us
require your
dead.
attention?
I guess we can call that a win. What do you think? I agree. This life suits both of us, don't you think? All in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to tag along with Constellation's newest star. Yes, I used a pun. Forgive me. Hope you've enjoyed your stay here. Get the hell out.
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for less. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Ayda bu ne oğlum? Herkes bunun peşinde.
That's not any type of ship I recognize.
Harbiden lan.
You see much. But our ship is created from a power beyond your understanding. Its semblance to your own vessels only aids us in masking our presence.
Gemiyi almam lazım.
We are the STARBORN, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
No one, especially not you, determines our worth.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge or drown in it. We are growing impatient. Cease your...
But you speak our language.
We know everything about you. That is what... The more you understand, the more damage you will do.
How could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere now because we must.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance. We'll get through this. Hold on. I've got some stuff.
Bunu alırım ya.
Let's chat.
Your
of these
Aa, kaçtılar.
STARBORN. The speculation part of my brain is in overdrive. We need to regroup at the lodge immediately. Tell Noel to analyze the data off the ship's sensors. Everyone's going to want to weigh in on this.
Agreed, we should not delay.
Gidelim bakalım.
When you have a few moments, there's something I want to discuss.
Oha! Hepsi, hepsi bir şey istiyor bak. Konuşuyorsun. Yine derini patlatısı da. Ondan sonra bayattan sonra Vasco'yu alacağım. Tamam.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Hadi sen kanka bir şey olmaz.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Ben şu arkadaşlar bir konuşayım bakayım.
Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare.
Anne bu denmez karaya. Karaya bizim işimiz dolusu.
That's distressing, but to be expected, I suppose. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind? Well, good. I'm pleased to hear that. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone. It's a possibility I've considered, but I'm not 100% convinced. The only thing we can be certain of is that the technology we've encountered points to beings that live outside the settled systems. Perhaps that's true, or perhaps you were simply quite lucky. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall. As far as Constellation's concerned, you're the first human we're aware of that's ever encountered one of these places. Now, whether you consider that lucky or not, that's another matter entirely. Oh, believe me, this is positively exhilarating. Think about the significance of this research. The questions it raises alone are mind-boggling. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there, somewhere? Yes, exactly. Now, it's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery, the pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I just hope that you'll come through. Oh, well, thank you. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone, whatever might be happening. I'll be right here to...
Geç bakalım şimdi diğer konuşalım bakalım. Aç şuradan be. Hadi gel seninle konuşalım. Ya çık şuradan be abicim. Hadi gel seninle konuşalım hadi madem karşıysın. Heh. Abi gelin şöyle be.
So, you gotta fill me in on what happened at the temple.
Aga baktık Allah'ım onu.
Sounds like... Then what happened? Okay, good. I like the positive. You encountered advanced technology that altered you. In what? Superpower? Fair enough. Maybe we can run... Anyway, thanks for filling me in. I wonder if we can find anyone. Just opens up a world.
Gel sen de konuşalım.
Where to begin? That temple? The hell, I've been from one end of the settled systems to the other more times than I could count. But I've never, and I mean never, encountered something like that. Who built it? Why? So many Maybe? I just can't see the UC, Freestar Collective, or House Varun building that thing. The temple. Or maybe it's just some crazy gazillionaire's party temple. The ultra-rich do some seriously crazy things. Somehow I doubt it. That's a good word for it. And what you can do? But that... And there you have it. Forget about me. I mean, whatever happened, it could have deep... And even if everything's perfect, they're... Still, I can't... That's not disturbing. The other Constellation members are gonna lose... Assuming they even believe us.
Dur dostum, çık şuradan be oğlum. Andre nerede?
Is something amiss? So demanding.
Ben kararlarla para veriyorum ona.
Very good.
Var mı başka konuşmamız gereken biri? Percival'la konuştu. Percival kim lan? Biraz ziyaret edelim bakalım. STARBORN.
The city certainly projects a powerful image for the United Colonies, eh? Fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not?
How is Neon? Are you okay? Okay. I'll start transferring the data over now. Let me just bring it up on here at the table. Is that a prototype? No, that material isn't anything we... What the... Everyone, come take a look at this.
That's no faction vessel or Crimson Fleet. Secret military tech, maybe?
No United Colonies Admiral approved that starship design.
They call themselves the STARBORN. Demanded we hand over the artifact. Like we were children, playing with their parents' things.
What do people know? Any offshoot groups go by that name?
Not in any corner of the settled systems I've seen. Maybe a distant human colony finally popping its head up? Another house for Rune?
I very much doubt that.
We ignoring the obvious here? A heretofore unknown group who just happens to know about the artifacts. I'm just gonna say it. Intelligent alien life, or extra-dimensional beings. The original creators from the furthest fringes of space.
Or beyond even that. Is the metaphor of avenging angels coming down to keep humanity from forbidden knowledge not apt here?
So, we have a lot of theories, but nothing concrete. Except that they're after the artifacts, and they're willing to take them by force.
No settled systems lab made these things, and I doubt one of them made that ship either.
So, we got some weird extra-dimensional beings that coincidentally decide to build their spacefaring vessels exactly like we do. Not so sure about that.
Noel, start analyzing all the data from the ship sensors. The gravitational wave they caused, scans of their weapons, shields, everything. We're in the dark. We need to learn anything about them we can, including some way to fight them if necessary. Until then, we stay the course. Collect the artifacts. It's even more important now that an intelligence we don't know or understand is looking for them. That ship could be anywhere in deep space. Even if we got lucky, a single grav jump and we'd lose them. All we can do is be more cautious, but we are not stopping. This could end up being a race we don't want to lose. Vladimir, has the Eye picked up anything new?
Some glints of shine in the dark. Ready to hand them out as soon as you please.
All right. Good luck, everyone. And be careful out there.
Evet, zaten benim gemide. Hepsi benim gemiye gidiyor. Burada bir Göz'e gidiyor. Barut benim gemiye. Sara benim gemiye. Sen benim gemiye. STARBORN. Beyler, bölümü burada bitirelim. Hatta şu bölümde konuşalım da. Hadi bitirelim.
Oh, sorry. Was just doing some math in my head. Trade the grabs with you. You had a hell of a shake, getting bullied in the void. STARBORN sure know how to make an entrance. Ready to head back out there? The Eye can help you find the artifacts, but I'm afraid she's blind to our new competitor. No telling the exact number, but they're getting harder to find. Got some equipment, repairs, and upgrades on the making-do list. The Eye's straining to her limits these days. Double-check the safety and locks wherever you go, okay? Exploration's dangerous, even without some nefarious group trying to kill you.
Tamam beyler. Vallahi ana hikayede güzel sarma başladı. Bu STARBORN çıkıyor. Ya bu oyun hikayesi güzelmiş ya. Ben sevdim bu oyunu. Tek sevmediğim şey uzay savaşları falan. Gemi savaşı çok hareket, aşırı hareket. Oyun gayet güzel yani. Ya beyler, diğer bölümde görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın.